crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look to find your way, babe. Your way, babe. Yeah, take a look around you, look to find your way, babe. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice, pay that. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, own it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth, and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical. Clearly now, the pain is gone. The fame is on, and they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real game, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. End game getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hot behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way.
He's heating up!
Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
I got hairy legs.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I'm afraid I'm self-diagnosing myself with mental illness.
Just like Tess Holiday. Let's fucking go.
I feel like I might be struggling, but I don't want to appropriate anyone's experience. Help. Help.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 23 Hundo and 18 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Beatcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you beaches.
Catalina wine mixer. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. How we doing, Aaron, Frank, Base Bunny? What's up, Nick, Keith? How we doing, Grizzly, Lacey, Kathleen, Tyler, Matt? Everyone is here. Welcome to the show. Hello, Cerny. Hello, Walter. Hello, Amy. Welcome, beaches. Come one, come all. It is time to make some sick fucking gains. So first off, drop in the comments, what are you smashing today? Maybe you haven't worked out today, but off an overtime segment. So last night's overtime is available for members inside Swolenormous X. Beaches, go and check that out. That was awesome. We did a throwback NOC. We did 2 DWGs, and we had some awesome brand new Balls Deep edits. Anyway, yesterday's overtime segment is available now for members. And my goodness, today's Balls Deep, when we go deep today, let me tell you, the folder is packed. It's packed to the brim. So we have not a moment to spare. Let's get right into it. Fam, are you ready for an amazing stream? Let's fucking go. Come on now. Come on, let's go. Let's get it on. Let's see a little tainty boy. We got a little tainty cam going on here. Oh. He is out. He is knocked the fuck out. Look at those paws. I'm telling you, he's growing like day by day. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at those raptor claws too. Look at that guy. Look at that fucking guy. And he's out. He is absolutely out. Well, we have an amazing nut to bust, so let's get into that. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit. And of course, the Swole fan posts that we're going to be diving into are all from members inside Swolenormous X. Now is the time to join. And hopefully no dog farts today. That'd be ridiculous. I don't know. Whenever the heat hits a certain level, when it gets hot enough, then it starts to seep out. Because he's so comfortable on his bed, and then it'll just start to leak out, and yeah, you might have jinxed it. He's listening. He's listening. He might start ripping. Anyway, all right, hit the like button, all that good shit, drop some comments. Let's fucking get into it. Let's bust this nut open. Falcon, let's summon you and get today's party started. Oh, Falcon. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Let's go. And there you have it. It's Swole Slut Saturday. I recommend if you drop that hashtag, just do hashtag SSS because you might get banned if you put the naughty word slut. So hashtag Swole Slut in the comments down below. Someone said, are we not streaming on Facebook? Nothing changes on my end. Every once in a while, Facebook like breaks the connection. So then I have to go in and fuck around and do it from scratch. So it might take a couple days. It happens once in a while. The best place to watch is on YouTube. And of course, if you're a member, you can go into the Daily Swole Telegram chat and watch it and chat there also. So, and you don't have to worry about any of this fucking bullshit. So sometimes the Facebook connection breaks. I don't know why, but it's happened before. So I'm going to have to go and look into it. But the daily YouTube is consistent, so you can check it out there also. And if you want to find all the live stream links, you can check the description down below, but it's thedailyswole.com. And of course, the chat is from YouTube and from the Telegram, but you can also catch it on Odyssey, on Rumble. We're streaming everywhere, Twitch. But, I just stream everywhere and people watch where they want to, but I don't care where you watch or listen as long as you do. And thank you so much for everyone that does. But most people are watching live or watch live on YouTube and listen later. So thank you. Oh my God. Nicholas, first time watching the live stream. Actually, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's get a little America for Nicholas in the house. Drop some cherries. If it's your first time catching the live stream, you got to drop some cherries in the comments. All right, let's get into the tip. Let's get into the tip because we got some awesome Swole fan posts. So without further ado, let's moisturize, spit on it, and get into that tip. There we go. No, Falcon, did you fucking... Nope. No. Cut it. No, we're not going to do this again. Oh my God. We'll do it again. Salute. Fuck it. Let's do it again. This is awesome. All right, we can't stop it. So unnecessary. So those are going to stay on this time? No fireworks this time? The fuck just happened? There's never too much America, but that was not my intent. But let's do a little bit more. Should we do it a third time? The fuck was that? That was a glitch and a half. All right, I was trying to spit on and get into the tip, but, I love how the dogs are just completely knocked out. Can we get the show started? I'll edit that out for the audio cast so we don't have to do that twice. Now let's get into that tip. The busting of the nut. Now we have that on the bottom. Oh my God. It's one of those days. Where is that? Okay. Can we get into it now? Can we do it properly? Thank you. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right. We don't complain. We're not upset about that. What are you going to be upset about? It's a fucking American flag. It's the anthem. The greatest song in Israel. Okay, before we get into the Swole fan post, make sure you check out those brand new drops. Brand new design over at papaswole.com. Get Swole Pilled. What an awesome fucking shirt. Check that out. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. And of course, get your Fuck Your Pumpkin Spice, the Swole pronouns. So you could offend everywhere you go. Especially if you're around any jabronis that pretend like pronouns actually fucking matter, or your individual pronouns actually matter. He swole, she swole over there, and of course, I want you to be swole. Uncle Swolio, speaking of America, let's get another one. We're just American the fuck out of it. All right, use code DailySwole for 10% off. Thank you for bearing with us as we get those stars and stripes organized. Fuck yeah, let's get into the first Swole fan post. Right here from Brenda. Brenda, we got a delicious picture. Grass-fed beef liver sauteed in a cast iron pan. Papa Swolio good-naturedly teased me about microwaving food in a silicone baking dish. So I bought cast iron so I can saute, steam, and stew my grass-fed beef heart and liver in. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, fuck microwaves. Fuck those microwaves. Fuck the microwaves. Good for you. We talked about that in the overtime yesterday, too. We got an awesome post here from our very own Darth Josh. And check this out. April 2015, about a year before I got sober and started up on my journey versus today. So obviously in the red, it's faded, but you can see the size and the girth of Josh. He was a thick boy. And then on the right, he's still a thick boy, only he's thick with the muscles. Fucking nice, dude. Yow. Well done, sir. Well done. Big difference. Look at that. You only know it's him. You only know it's the same guy because of the glasses. Look at that. Look at that dude. Your face is half the size. Good Lord, man. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Thanks for sharing those pictures. Gotta love sharing those throwback pictures. This is a different person. Completely different person. Josh says he's on the live stream too, was 216 and now about 170. So you obviously put on muscle too. So you lost at least 45, 50 pounds. That's fucking epic. Epic. You lost like an 8th grader. Maybe not 8th grade. What child is that? What is that? Maybe like a 2nd grader, maybe. That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. All right. Lacey, LOL. Something I'm struggling with, and it's probably not going to make much sense. I was 329 pounds at my high point. I'm now 218. I want to lose about 6 to 7% more body fat. I know Papa says don't focus on numbers, and I'm not, but I want to be less than 30% body fat. I'm going to end up being roughly 190 to 200 pounds if I keep going the route that I am, and I am okay with that. I still have a few years left of competing. I don't ever want to be one of those sugarcoating Fantasyland folks, but my body feels fine. Even at my age, my joints are good and I can run even for not a long time. And I have to ask myself if I'm lying to myself or if I'm on the right track. Goals consistently change, but overall, I want my strength and health. And I get it. You want to compete, so you still need to maintain a certain physique and a certain mass for your powerlifting and strongman competitions. But you just have to adjust. You have to adjust your training to adjust to your goals. And there's different seasons. I train. We were talking about this yesterday on FEFcast. We were talking about this in the roundtable. For me, I have different seasons. I train differently today than I did 5 years ago or 2 years ago. I have different phases of my life when I've trained differently for different goals and different interests and things that I was trying to accomplish. So it's okay for you to, it's okay to shift. You don't have to do the same thing now. You don't have to be doing this forever. You can change, you can adjust, you can adapt. So good for you. Different seasons, mix it up. Just don't be afraid to mix things up. A lot of times people, before we get into Stella's post, a lot of times people keep on training a certain way. You have to make sure you don't attach your identity to that. And that's the problem. When you play a sport, you attach your identity to that sport. It's hard for people to leave and to change and to shift because you attach your identity and your, like, who you are as to, you know, to what you attach it to what you're doing. So if you lift big, and for me, it was a shift getting more into mobility type training because I always did bodybuilding type training. But then even though I didn't want to keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, it's still hard. It's still hard to shift and to approach something different because, you know, your body, your physique will change and the outcomes will change. And it's very easy to, for example, once you're the big guy and you're no longer the big guy, like sometimes even if you're obese, you're kind of like the big funny guy and everyone knows you as the big guy, even if you're overweight. And then when you're no longer overweight, it's like, who am I? You're a new person. Just like Josh, he looks like a different person. And so many people that have those transformations, whether it's muscular transformation or body fat transformation, you have these changes and it's very hard sometimes to, when you look in the mirror, you look like a different person. So it's important to not attach your identity to how you train or how you physically look. And that can be a challenge. And that's kind of something you're always constantly working on. What the fuck just happened? Okay. We got a lot of weird things going on over here. My whole computer just locked out. I think I accidentally put the mouse to the top right-hand corner of the screen and, everything went to a lock screen. So thankfully we're still streaming live. Okay, let's get into another post here from Stella. She writes, "Hey fam, small victory today. My nephew wants to go to the gym with me next to persuade my brother to join us." Very nice. That's what I'm talking about. Yow. There you go. There you go. Small victory. That's a huge victory. I don't think it's small. I don't think it's small at all. My nephew wants to go to the gym with me. That's huge. That's huge. I mean, how old's your nephew, Stella? It doesn't really matter. You inspired another person to go to the fucking gym. That's not a small victory. That's huge. You could literally, that can change the entire outcome of your nephew's life. Because if he starts going to the gym now, no matter how old he is, maybe he's in his 20s, maybe he's in his teens, maybe he's younger, he might be getting into that and find a passion there that will take him through the rest of his life. So I don't think that's a small victory. I think that's huge. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. So satisfying. All right. And our last Swole Fam post, and we'll get into some questions from the Swole Fam discussion boards on Swolenormous X from Valerie. "Hey there. I'm brand new here. Just discovered this last week, dug in and decided to get to it. I've been training regularly lifting 3 days a week since 2003 and training more properly since 2016. I peaked out at a really bad composition and was very unwell in 2016, then made great progress and got my diet in good control, and then too much diet control by the end of 2019. I have found more balance the past couple of years, but I've had some health issues and trouble maintaining muscle mass. I like what I see here, and I'm starting the elimination diet Monday after meal prep on Sunday. My workouts are very consistent, but I think I need a little more push. I'm just not lifting hard enough, and my mobility work could be more structured. But I did do Swole this morning, and I'll also be starting the 90-day dash on Monday. Super excited for the change. Excellent. Welcome, Valerie. Welcome, Valerie. Welcome. Welcome. All right, so the Swole fam crushing it, as per usual, if you had any doubt. If you have any doubt about the Swole fam crushing it, make sure you go and check out yesterday's overtime segment, and also make sure you go and check out the roundtable. That's what I really want to talk about. The roundtable that we did on Thursday. If you really want to hear and go deeper with the Swole fam, the roundtables are epic. We'll have another one in 2 weeks. It was awesome. So if you missed it, go and catch the replay inside Swole TV. Let's get into some questions. It's time for some Ask Papa Swolio. Drop a question in the comments with the hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, and we'll get into it. Let's get started with a call, shall we? Let's get a call. Let's get a call going. Let's take one from Brenda. Brenda getting in there.
Papa Swolio, I had a question.
What's up, Ish?
I have been doing sissy squats, and I noticed that your sissy squat is way deeper than mine. I think my knees are still about probably 1.5 feet from the floor. I'm bending way back. I'm pushing my knees forward. How long does it take to get the strength to increase the range of motion when a person starts doing sissy squats? I'm doing them with no weight and just holding on to like a Smith machine bar, just so I don't, keel over backwards. Thanks very much.
You got it, girl. Awesome job with the cooking and the liver. Looks delicious. When it comes to sissy squats, you said how long? I have no idea. And the reason why when you say how long, it depends. It depends on your joint integrity. It depends on how much effort and how much work you put into it. I would recommend, Brenda, that you get into doing reverse sled work. I recommend that you start doing reverse sled work just because that will strengthen your knees. It will strengthen your patella tendon specifically. One of the issues with any of these mobility exercises is people treat mobility and they think about mobility differently. Mobility is not muscle size. Mobility is not muscle strength per se. It's strength and it's joint integrity. It's strength through a full range of motion, which is really taking it through the weakest range of motion for a joint. In other words, maximal range of motion. So you're doing strength training, you're doing strength through that full range of motion. And when you go to a full range of motion, you are really putting pressure on the ligaments and the tendons. You're putting maximum pressure on the tendons and you're putting maximum, pressure on the ligaments. So you have to be careful. You have to do it very, very gradually, and they get poor blood flow. So tendons and ligaments take a long time to adapt, especially ligaments. Long time to increase in density and strength. So these ligaments attach bone to bone and tendons attach muscle to bone. So when you're doing mobility, it takes a lot longer. It just takes a lot more coats of paint. So it's not going to respond the same way as other soft tissue like muscle, because that's going to be able to repair and restore a lot quicker. So it's not like your standard hypertrophy. So in terms of how long, it depends on where the sticking points are. Just keep on practicing where you are. Keep on practicing it. I mean, I still do it with body weight too, but then once you get stronger and stronger, I'll stand up on like blocks and I can really go further down. It's also going to have to do a lot with your toe dexterity, your lower phalanges, so the ability of your toes and your feet to stretch and to bend backwards, your plantar fascia and all these different things, depending on if you're wearing shoes or not. So sissy squats are definitely taxing. And if you're doing other stretching and other mobility exercise to lengthen the hip flexors and also strengthen the hip flexors. So standing knee raises with either ankle weights or a monkey foot is great. You could also do those types of exercises called like a reverse squat, lying down with your feet hooked into a cable. So these are all very important. You want to make sure you're strengthening all the muscles around the joint on all sides of the joint. And of course, just be patient. It's the same thing with steel club and mace. Same thing with steel club and mace. When you have steel club and mace, these things are very taxing on the small musculature, the small ligaments, the wrist, the elbows. There's a lot of pressure on these, on the joints in a manner that is unlike standard sagittal plane lifting, like curls and bench press and squats. But this is going to make the biggest difference. So if you're practicing steel club and mace and you're doing these types of mobility exercise like sissy squats, doing reverse sled, these kinds of things are going to give you leaps and bounds benefits in terms of strength and overall mobility. It's just going to improve your ability to create hypertrophy and to create stress and to create more muscle size, for example, if that's your goal. But sissy squats, just be patient, try to push it gradually over time, and you'll get there. And you'll get there. Let's see. Josh watched Top Gun Maverick yesterday. Can we get America? Fuck yeah. You sure can.
Fuck yeah!
You certainly can. Absolutely. Can you get America? Fuck yeah. You can. Let's see. Tyler, Papasolio, do you think thank you for the question, Brenda. If you want to call in, make sure you go to askpapasolio.com and submit your question. By the way, tomorrow was Ask Papasolio Live, so we're just taking only questions tomorrow. So call in and get those questions submitted, and we'll take all of them tomorrow. Tyler, finish. Are the ones insecure about themselves and make the situation better for them, and they can't achieve it? Kind of sketchy way to ask the question, but I think what you're asking is, are people projecting their own insecurities on others when they talk shit? And of course, they have nothing better to do. Rather than putting in the work, they are just talking shit about other people's success. It's the same reason why you'll have coworkers or family members or people talk shit about you eating healthy or bringing food to work or to a family function or choosing not to drink until you're, wasted at a family function, or you don't want to go out to the bar and just sit around and drink and stare at a TV. So the people that are quote unquote, you are stepping outside your comfort zone and getting after it and taking action and putting in the work. This is very common. It's very common. So in most cases, that's the reason. There could be some other sinister reason, but that's usually why people automatically come out with hate or trying to drag you down to their level. Let's see. Tobias, hey, Papa, when do you know when to up the weight on your reps? Much love, Tobias. Well, if you're trying to build maximum muscle, I would recommend keeping it between like 6 to 12 repetitions. So once your reps start getting 12, 13, 14, you're able to do a lot more, then just increase the weight. Increase the weight and increase the volume over time. So it really depends on the individual, really depends on your form. It depends on how hard you're actually pushing. But up the weight whenever you can, as long as it's within like that rep range. You don't want to go so heavy that you can only get 2 or 3 repetitions. You want to make sure you're still able to get 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever repetitions. And then as you get stronger, that weight will get lighter. You'll get stronger. You'll be able to do more sets with that weight. You'll be able to do more repetitions. And as your repetitions increase, then you tack on a few more pounds kind of thing. There's a lot of different ways to approach it, but generally that's how it's done. Grizzly, Papa Sully, did you hear Starbucks is now adding pizza to their menu? Oh, no, I didn't. You know why? They're probably desperate. They've been shutting a lot of stores, and they're probably losing money in sales, I would assume. If they're trying to add something, that means they might be hurting. They might be hurting for good. Fuck that. Plus, their coffee sucks. So hopefully their pizza's better than their coffee, which it can't be because pizza's trash. You can get that pizza fix. Try the portobello mushroom pizza we have in the recipe archive. That will satisfy your pizza craving, and you'll eat really good food while doing it. From the Swole fam, from the Daily Swole Telegram, you're welcome, Tobias, from Walter. Having started the elimination diet, going into the second week now, I've noticed I don't need as much sleep. Is that fairly normal? I don't know if they're related. You don't need as much sleep. Can you be more specific? You might be sleeping, fairly normal. I don't know if it's normal. It's not unheard of. It makes logical sense. If you're getting more quality sleep, were you sleeping 9 or 10 hours? It's possible that you're getting deeper quality sleep, so you're actually not spending as much time in bed. So if you're able to fall asleep better because you're not eating foods that are causing you inflammation, or you're changing your eating habits, so you're not eating late at night, so you're able to get into deep sleep more effectively, you might not need as much. Because if you're in bed for 9 or 10 hours, you also might not be getting quality sleep. It's not so much the length of the sleep is important, but it's the quality. You could be in bed for 12 hours, be tossing and turning and up all night and not getting really deep restorative sleep. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. We got another call. Patrick in the house. Patrick on the line. Go, Patrick.
Hi, I'm trying to figure out where best to start with my, and I'd say I'm in fair shape, but I just don't know where to start. What would be best? I'm good on nutrition, but I could always be better. Any help you could provide with what workouts to do to try and increase muscle tone, burn fat, I would appreciate. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Patrick. Thank you so much for calling in, bro. One, I would love to hear you in 6 or 8 weeks after doing an elimination diet. So a lot of people, I'm not saying that your nutrition isn't what you say it is, but a lot of people think their nutrition's on point, and then they start doing an elimination diet and they realize, holy shit, I thought I was doing well. So just from my experience, I've been I've been dealing with thousands of people for like 2 decades. Anytime someone tells me their nutrition's great, it's the opposite, or it's nowhere near, or it's not up to my standards. A lot of times I'm like, oh, and I can poke more holes in it than Swiss cheese. So just saying, be very careful by like, oh, this X, Y, and Z is on point. Unless, if you haven't done an elimination diet, then you should do that. Where to start? You have joint pain, you have back pain. It could be exacerbated by your nutrition if you're having autoimmune responses too. That can cause additional discomforts. When it comes to, muscle tone doesn't exist. It's just getting leaner and building muscle. You want to build muscle. You want to do strength training, especially at your age. So I would recommend practicing yoga and mobility. And for what we do inside Swolenormous X, if you are not yet a member of the Swole fam, I would recommend the 90-day Dash program, because that's an all levels program. It will get you onboarded with mobility with Swolga. It will get you onboarded with stabilization training and get those foundations properly. A lot of people here that have done or doing primer week or have done the 90-day Dash, they'll tell you it's humbling as fuck, but it's manageable, and it will fill in those gaps and fix that foundation before moving you into more strength and endurance and hypertrophy training. So I would recommend the elimination diet and the 90-day Dash program. Those can be done concurrently, or you can kind of stagger them a little bit. But the elimination diet can be done in a few different ways. It could be done as a partial over time, or it could be done as a clean sweep. But I would recommend those two things. So any other questions, feel free to call back in. You could send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. You can come back in on the podcast and join on the live stream tomorrow during Ask Papa Swolio Live, and happy to answer more questions, or just go to swolenormousx.com and learn more about the programs and learn more about the Swole fam and what we got to offer. But that's what I would recommend. That's why it's created. That's why the 90-day Dash is the flagship program of the Swole fam and Swolenormous X, is because it is that all levels program that you can repeat. You could double up. You can, we were talking about it the last couple of days. You could do 2 a days. You can progress it. We have the entire yoga studio that you can pair up with it. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use the structure even as you progress to repeat the program or to level it up. And it's a great versatile program for a vast swath of training goals, especially if you're like, I don't know where to start. That's where you start. So you asked, I'm telling you, good question. Hope to see you inside the Swole fam. 90-day Dash will do you right. We'll do you right, fam. Let's see. Milan, how to turn fat into muscles effectively and as fast as possible. It's not possible. You cannot turn fat into muscles. That's not how it works. So what you need to do is start lifting weights and building muscle and cutting out inflammatory foods and creating better habits, better sleep, following the 7 pillars. It sounds like you are very new to all of this. So welcome. Glad to have you here. Make sure you go to swolenormousx.com and first thing, start the 7 pillars. So it's a free download over there on SwoleNormousX. Download the 7 pillars and at least understand the foundation of where you should be starting. The 7 pillars is the best place to start. It's the best place to start and the best place to continue. So the Swole fam, we all started with the 7 pillars, but you're always working on the 7 pillars, but they evolve over time. Patrick, what time is a live stream tomorrow? Probably around this time, maybe a little bit earlier. Probably like, mid-morning to late morning. Again, if you're a member, you get a Swole text, Discord alert, Telegram notification. So whether you're in the United States and Canada or you're international, you get an alert before the live stream. So you will get notified before the live. Another benefit of being a member. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tobias, I saw an old vid the other day. You were drinking beer. Yeah, those are the old school and eating Sour Patch Kids. Did you quit? Love watching your progression. Yeah, that's huge progression. And I was still eating grass-fed beef and I was having liver and all those things, but I was also eating a lot of other shit too. So did I quit? I haven't had a beer in a long time. It's been a few years. We're just talking about that recently. So we have a whole section where I have all my whiskeys in the house, but we're actually swapping that out because we don't drink. Mama Swole, we're not drinking. Every once in a while, she'll have a glass of wine. I don't like wine, so I prefer not to drink at all. And we have this whole section. It's just kind of a wasted area because we're not. It's a nice display, but a display for who? So we're not even using it. So I have a 3-tier kettlebell rack coming in this week. So we're going to move that dresser and put it somewhere else. And then we'll put those bottles somewhere in storage or somewhere, I guess. I'm not going to throw them out. Maybe, we'll just keep them, put them somewhere else in a cabinet somewhere on top of like the shelves in the kitchen or something. And swap them out for things that we do use, like fucking kettlebells. So it's going to be fucking fire. I'm stoked. America! Fuck yeah! Stoked. Still trying to figure out the gym. The gym area, if some of you have seen it before, there's limited space. So I'm still trying to strategize where to put some of the things. I'm looking at certain racks because I want to get a new rack. I do have squat stands in there, but I was going to get a folding rack, but the wall actually can't handle a folding rack. There's just no studs in the wall. It's fucking weird. It was like an add-on to this house. So I don't think it's going to be possible. So I'm looking at a couple other options. So it's going to be nice to get some more of these kettlebells because I have so many fucking kettlebells. I have so many clubs, but the clubs are the clubs are going to be hung, but they're off to the side. The steel clubs I'm not so worried about. The wood clubs, I got to move those around, but all the maces are on the wall and all the bars are on the wall. So I'm like slowly cleaning up and getting some more space, trying to figure out, what kind of space I have to work with. So anyway, I forget where I was going with that. Oh, we're talking about drinking. I just went off on a rant. Anyway, let's see. Frank, Papa Swole, mindfulness is my weakest pillar. What do you recommend to get myself out of my own head, so to speak? Are you practicing brain gains? That is the question. Are you practicing brain gains? Start off 5 minutes, do 5 minutes a day. Start your day with it. The thing is about brain gains and mindfulness. When you're practicing, it doesn't sound like a lot. 5 minutes doesn't sound like a lot. But the thing is, when you're doing it 5 minutes every day, it's easier for you throughout the day, every day, to tap into it. So if you get used to that habit of getting into it for 5 minutes, later on in the afternoon, you're in traffic, you're able to tap into that. So you need to practice doing it, and then you'll able to tap into it more frequently. So mindfulness is something that snowballs into being able to get into that zone whenever. It's not just for the 5 or 10 minutes that you're doing it every morning or evening or something like that. So I would recommend starting your day with it, and you'll notice that the more frequently you do it, the easier it is to tap into that throughout the day. Josh says cutting out alcohol is huge. It's huge. And I used to drink whiskey, and I didn't drink to excess. I wasn't getting hungover. I wasn't pounding a lot. I wasn't drinking beer like crazy, but I would have like a couple beers a day, or I'd have a little whiskey with my cigar and stuff like that. I just lost interest and I lost a taste for it. Like if I had a little bit of whiskey now, I would just feel like I'll probably shit my brains out. I just don't want it. Oh my God. Oh, Brittany. Oh, Brittany. Brittany. Brittany, Brittany, Brittany. I'm not booing Brittany. I'm booing the concept. Let me tell you a story. So first off, I read this question. All right, Brittany says, Papa Swole, I had some black coffee from a gas station the other day. Okay, I'll get to this. Is it possible this is the reason I've been extremely bloated for 2 days? I never thought coffee could bloat me this bad. Brittany, let me tell you a story about coffee and shit coffee. So one, abso-fucking-lutely. Did you put anything in it? Was it just black? Yeah, you said black coffee. Yeah, one, abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. And two, I went to visit my friend in Ohio a couple years ago, and I didn't have coffee. So I had a coffee. I had a black coffee from, I don't know if it was Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, but it was like a small coffee before I got on the plane. When I was there for like a week. For like 2 or 3 days when I was there, I was shitting my brains out. I guess I kind of associate with like the traveling. I didn't put it together with the coffee. Then on the way back, no. On the way there, I forget it was the way back or there. I forget. I think on the way back, I had a coffee. I got another black coffee from like a Cinnabon or something. Or it was like Aunt Annie's, it was like pretzel. This is gross shit. But I had a black coffee from there because I think the line for Starbucks, not that it's much better. And then on the way back, and then I like shit myself for like another 2 days. So I'm like, I am never drinking coffee at a fucking airport again. What you can do if you're traveling is you can grind the coffee in advance. And what I do have, I don't even know where it is now because I'm not really traveling anymore. But it was like a pour over. It was a mug that has the top has like, it's like a little, the cone. So you can put your grounds in there and then you can just get hot water from one of these places. And then you can have your own coffee. If the water is purified and good, you can still shit yourself from bad water. But yeah, gross. So yeah, you're better off not. It's no joke. It's no joke. Well, black coffee could be really, you could have mold. There could be all sorts of crap in, coffee. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I think we're ready to go into some balls deep unless we got any more. Well, low quality coffee is a real thing. Airport coffee is far from garbage. What, as in good? No, it's no good. It's no good. There's a little tainty, man. Let's get a little tainty, man. Oh. Speaking of shitting himself. Nah, he didn't poop himself. Please don't poop. Please don't poop. Please don't poop. Fam, let's get into some balls deep. I think we're ready. I think we're there. Tomorrow we'll take a lot of questions. Here we go. Let's get into some balls fucking deep. Let's go.
That's deep.
All right. The Man Cast. At the buzzer, second gen master used Element the other day and it fucked my stomach up. Any reason why you could think of? Could be the sodium. Like if you have too much salt, you can actually have diarrhea. Be like a diuretic. So it fucked up my stomach. Did you have a whole entire pack? How concentrated? Did you chug it or did you mix it? How much water did you mix it in? Just do less. It might have been a little bit too much at one point, at one time. It doesn't mean that you didn't need it. It doesn't mean you didn't need it. It just could mean that you're not used to having 1,000 milligrams of sodium and potassium, magnesium. It can definitely go through you. So if you're not used to it, if you're not used to anything, and I always say this, if you're trying any kind of supplement or powder or anything, there's not a lot of things that I believe in terms of that, but always do less. When it comes to the beef organ supplements, I always say start with 1 or 2 or 3 and see how you feel. And then you could do more. Remember, you don't want to take more than you need because then you're wasting your money or you can cause other effects. So you don't necessarily need as much. I would just tone it down a little bit. Chugged it and felt good at first, but throughout the night, it got worse. Oh, you did it at night? You chugged it. I would not do it so fast. I'm to the point where I do it first thing in the day. Like first thing in the morning, I'm doing, whether it's Relight or Element, and I'm doing, one. I'm drinking a lot because I go out in the sun and I'm sweating my ass off and, otherwise I'll be cramping. Oh, you work overnight. It's probably because you chugged it. So what I would do is drink it slower and maybe put in half. you can put it in half and then fold it up and then maybe save it for later. Yeah, I like Relight. I go back and forth. Sometimes I like the Element more, but I think in general for performance, I think the Relight works better for me because it has magnesium glycinate and also malate. An Element only has malate. Also, I don't know where the sodium comes from or what type of sodium it is, or, in the Element, but in the Relight, it's Redmond real salt. So you're getting a lot of other minerals. There's like other benefits from the Redmond real salt. So it might not taste as good in some people's opinions. It tastes a little bit more, I don't know, spicy or a little more rich and sometimes like more like salt. I don't know. The Relight is a little bit funky for some people, but I like it. And I would just recommend not chugging it. I do because I'm used to it. So I'll, put it in 32 ounces of water and I'll drink it quickly and I just put it in there regularly. But if you feel like you're having any kind of digestive or this issue, just back it off a little bit, right? Back it off a little bit. Oh, thank you, Glenna. I appreciate it. Thank you for speaking truths about fitness. Love, love, love your content. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm just grateful that we're able to still do the podcast live and that we haven't been permanently banned yet. I'm actually impressed. Really, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that I'm still streaming on all these platforms, and I think that's why they don't distribute the content. It's kind of like, hey, go play in your sandbox, Papa Swole. We'll just leave him over there. He's fine. The people that watch the show love it. They don't distribute it to more people, but it's kind of like, I feel like we're in the corner of YouTube, right? I feel like we're in the corner of YouTube. I feel like when it comes to the censorship or something, I feel like there were some updates to the system. There were some updates to the system and to the algorithm, and we kind of got like they forgot about the channel or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. If they did distribute it to more people, it'd probably piss more people off and then it'll get more attention. So I'm totally fine. With it the way it is. It doesn't matter. If they ban, okay, on YouTube, it's fine. That's why we're streaming. It's on Odyssey. It's on Rumble. I would stream it to the website. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Like we would just put it somewhere else. Not doing it. I mean, that's why if you subscribe to the podcast or Apple Podcast or Spotify, and if those got blocked, then it would just be an RSS feed. You could download it into it'll be somewhere. It's not stopping. All right, let's get into some videos. We got a few videos. We're not going to get through all of these, but let's get into this. Holy Shamu Shabadoo. Holy crap. Can we get some biceps and gorillas in the comments? Can we blow this fucking shit up? Everyone, drop some comments. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Come on, I am the danger. Let's get some fire going in here. Let everyone know we're going balls deep. Damn. Okay. Let's do this video. I wanted to share this. I caught this on TikTok. And let me tell you, I have no idea why this is on my feed. So I've seen this one already. But all of a sudden it showed up on my For You page. They showed this to me. TikTok showed this to me. It showed this video to me. Why? I don't know. Why would it think that I want to see this shit? I don't know. So the algorithm is broken. It's broken. By the way, hashtag SSS for a chance to win today's Swole card. It's Swole Slut Saturday. SSS. Okay. This is called, we're just going to do this one straight up. This is called Day in the Life of a Non-Binary. Day in the life of a non-binary.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Day in the life. Day in the life of someone who doesn't know what they are. Day in the life of someone who's like, I'm neither. Just look between your legs. Rufus has a peepee. He's a boy. Pinkston Churchill over here has a vajiji. She's a girl. Okay? Girl, vajiji. Tainty man. Peepee. Okay. So how many of you, I mean, if you've gone to college, X, Y, and Z, it's fine. But remember when Yale or Harvard, remember when these institutions were looked at as like, oh my God, that's a really Ivy League school. It's really hard to get into those. Man, you must be really smart. You're going to have a great career in life because you went to Yale or Harvard. Now you're realizing, oh my God, I'm so glad I never went to this fucking school because I would have a massive debt and I would have a worthless degree. Check this out.
Day in the life of a non-binary student at Yale. My first 2 classes were Gender, Justice, and Power, and We Interrupt This Program. Then I went to a wood sculpture class, but I decided to drop it because it was sensory overload with the sounds of all the table saws. Around 6 o'clock, I went to the LGBTQ Center, otherwise known as the Dow Center, unofficially. The event there was called Beyond the Binary, and it was just a fun gathering of trans and non-binary people. I got some dinner from Phillies, watched Never Have I Ever, and cuddled with mistletoe before bed.
Okay. Holy shit. All right. Have fun paying back that student loan when you are working at Starbucks. All right.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn!
All right. Well, there's that. I just had to share that because the only reason I'm sharing that is not because I'm trying to go after an individual person. No, I'm sharing something that showed up. TikTok put this in front of my face. Oh my God. Here's a day in the life of a non-binary person at Yale. What the what? Oh, the woodworking class. Too many noises. Sensory overload. Oh my God. The sound of saws. Jesus Christ. So, yeah. How so when you, I don't know, applying for a job, don't worry that you didn't go to Yale. Be grateful that you don't have a huge mountain of debt. This is what happens when the government pays for everything. This is what happens. When universities get free fucking money, guess what happens? Tuition goes up. Why? Because they know the government's paying for it. And then students that don't know any better are taking out loans with ridiculous fucking interest rates that are never going to be paid back. That's why. And then guess what happens? They can't pay it back. So now all these wokies are the ones that are like, we want student loans absolved. And guess who's going to pay for it? You and me. So we have to pay for your fucking gender studies degree. How'd she get in? Grizzly says, how the fuck did she get in? She's probably a marginalized group. She probably said she was non-binary or trans and like, oh, bring her in so we don't get hit with a lawsuit. All you have to do is pretend to be a victim and then whatever. Okay, I was just sharing that. So let's get into this. We got a couple more. We're not going to get into all of them. Oh, this cunt again? Oh, Jesus Christ. Tainty man, you all right? You okay? He was just squeaking. He's sleeping. He's in a dream. Okay, pick a number 1 through 5. We got 5 videos. We're not going to get to all of them, but he's doing something. Something's going on in there. All right, pick a number. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. We got 5 videos, and pick a couple attributes. 1 physical attribute, and then 2 things that the tard's gonna bitch about. All right, dog dreams. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna do only the first half of this one. Tyler says number 2, racism, fat phobia, and gender fluid. Ooh, gender fluids. So we're just going to watch the first half of this video. It's a long one, but the title just says watch the first half. So we're going to do just that. Let's see what we got here.
So we've been living in the era of body positivity, and I'm really scared to say it, but I think fat phobia is coming back, and it's going to be what we see over the next couple of years trying to be pushed by the fashion industry. Some of the indicators are the proliferation of low-rise jeans, and the recent TikTok trends where girls have been taking children's t-shirts and wearing them as baby tees. And I've also seen a lot of skinnier women wearing necklaces as belts. and I'm really concerned.
What?
So I just wanted to say something so we can kind of prepare and kind of create an action plan for this. So
Create an action plan? Go to the fucking gym and get off TikTok. An action plan. Who gives a shit what someone wears? Take care of yourself for once.
So here are some things that you can do. And if you're not going to change your ways and you're just fat phobic, please scroll away.
Nope.
And if you actually want to be a decent human being, if you care about fat people, you're a fat ally, or you're a plus size person yourself, please.
Okay, cunt Twinterson. A fat ally. Do I care about fat people? Actually, I care about people, which is why I'm trying to get people to go to the fucking gym and take care of their health. I'm not a fat ally. I'm not a fat fucking ally. I'm not in favor of you being fat. You don't have to change. You can stay fat, but I'm not a fan or in favor or supportive of you being fat. That's retarded. And I'm not going to scroll. I'm not going to scroll. Papa, don't scroll. I go deep. I'm going to keep on listening to your fucking voice, unfortunately.
Stay and listen.
Low-rise
Like,
jeans.
it's hard enough for me to find a belt as a size 20. I can't imagine how hard it is
Whoa.
as a size 24 and up.
No shit. It's called, you have to go to the boating store. It's called like an anchor. A size 20 belt. You okay?
And I don't want to buy 3 different necklaces to wear them as a belt. I'm sorry. And I don't want to buy a baby t-shirt to squeeze my arms to death.
What?
So what can we do?
Here?
First of all, as plus size people, we need to keep advocating for body positivity and body neutrality and getting our voices heard. Now,
okay, you hear this? Look, you want to be black so bad. You want to be Native American so bad. You want to be some sort of oppressed group so bad. You know, as fat people, we have to fight for body positivity and body neutrality. We have to band together. What are you talking about? Just go for a walk like once or twice a day and stop eating so much fucking cake, and you're not going to have to be an activist anymore. Oh, wait, then you're not going to have any purpose in this life. You have to change your hashtags too. You can't do the hashtag BOPO. Oh, so that's the deal. You don't want to change. So if you don't want to change, then it doesn't fucking matter. You're talking about this bullshit. Like, this isn't you're not a protected class. You just eat too many Twinkies. There's nothing about you that can't change. You just refuse to change because it's more convenient. It's easier to not change. And there's no other value that you attribute to yourself or you provide to society rather than complain about everyone else being mean to you or something. So change your habits. This is something that you can change. It's not like you're in a wheelchair. You can stop eating all that garbage. You can go to the fucking gym. Oh my God, but that's fat phobic. Fine. It's not healthy to be fat. Call it whatever you want. Be less fat. Stop being fat. You're fit phobic. You don't want to change. You're hard work phobic. You are logic phobic. You're common sense phobic. You are longevity phobic. How's that sound? Oh my God, that's so mean. That's just reality. So if you don't want to change, that's fine, but no one has to be an ally to support your delusions. Just stop eating so much food and go for a walk.
Now, what can we do specifically if you are in a place of privilege, whether you're white or you're a skinnier plus size person?
All right, hold on. Say it again. Say it again for people with brains.
Heard. Now, what can we do specifically if you are in a place of privilege, whether you're white or you're a skinnier?
She's talking about fatness this whole time. What does having white, what does being white have to do with it? What does being white have to do with it? A place of privilege if you're white? Fuck you. You grifting twat.
Plus size person, like a size 12, 14, 16. Like, I think your character is like small, fat, or mid-sized. Then
okay, this said just watch the first half, and that's what we're gonna do. We're done.
Matt Damon. Smile and wave, boy.
I'm not watching the rest.
Smile and wave.
The title said just watch the first half. That was the first half. I'm good with it. We're good, right? We're good. Let's do another one. We're done with it. Nothing's coming in that video. Good. I'm not watching another minute and a half of that fucking disaster. All right. Let's do number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Drop in the comments down below.
What's in the box? Sit!
Number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Come on, fam. Let's go. All right. Heidi goes number 5, obese. Oh, come on. You're setting the bar. You're setting the bar low. Obese. All right. Obese, shaved head, bitching about their neo-pronouns. All right. Heidi's going number 5. Well, it's actually number 4, but it was number 5, so I'll take it as number 4. The title of this is The Whale Movie. I don't know if The Whale Movie is referring to the one that Brendan Fraser's in, or this person was going to play the part and is pissed off that it was given to a man. I don't know, but she would have been a shoo-in. God damn.
With all this discussion of the whale, I've been seeing a lot of people lacking true understanding of why fat suits are inherently harmful and fatphobic. Let's get into it.
Fat
the
suits?
usage of fat suits reinforce the societally held belief that fatness is not a natural state. It reinforces this idea that fatness is something that everyone can just take off.
Yes! Yes! Yes, you can! Yes, you can! Hold on.
Believe that fatness is not a natural state.
That fatness is not a natural state. No, the problem is that fatness is a potential state. Very potential. In this case, a realized state. Not a natural state. Having excessive amounts of fat is not a natural state. Just because it's possible doesn't mean it's something that is, this natural fallacy, right? You could say, oh, everything comes from the earth, so high fructose corn syrup is good for the body. It's like, just because you can create it with things on earth doesn't mean that you should. Just because you can put it in your fucking mouth doesn't mean you should. That's some good advice. That's the best advice I can give you. Just because it goes in your mouth doesn't mean you should fucking swallow it.
Reinforces this idea that fatness is something that everyone can just take off.
Yes.
If you worked hard enough,
Yes.
there's a thin person inside
Yes.
of every fat person.
Forget the thin person inside. You know what this is? This is just this fucking leveraging that, oh, you're a bad person now, but you'll be a better person when you're thin. Honestly, sweetheart, you'll probably be the same shitty person when you got thinner. You'll probably still be complaining about whatever it is, even if you were thinner. This is not you hate yourself, unfortunately. Okay? I wish you to actually love yourself and then take care of yourself as a result of that. So don't switch this around as like, there's a thin person inside. What are you talking about? You're the same fucking person. You're probably still going to suck even if you lost the fat, but at least you'll be healthier. So I do encourage you to work on yourself as an individual and your personality. There's not a thinner person inside. You're the same person. You're just going to change your habits and be less fat. Jesus Christ.
Great Scott!
All right, let's continue. Fuck.
This is emphasized with the unnatural look of most fat suits. Along with that, most actors who are wearing fat suits have never actually been the size that they are representing, and therefore, in the fat suit, the way that they move, the way that they express.
Did Brendan Fraser wear a fat suit? I thought he gained weight for the role, or did he gain weight for the role and so like it wouldn't have to be as fat? Like it would just, I don't know. I don't know what the movie's about. I don't really want to see it. It sounds gross. Like I don't know what kind of a storyline there is. I don't know why this movie is such a big deal. I think it's just because Brendan Fraser has been kind of like, he ballooned up and he's had a rough go of it since he was like a popular heartthrob, like in the late 90s or early 2000s. I mean, I don't have any desire to see this movie. Anyway, whatever.
The way that they sit, these things look unnatural because they are for that person.
Oh.
A thin person wearing a fat suit is never.
Are you saying that someone's acting? Oh my God, it's not natural for that person? Oh, you mean Daniel Day-Lewis wasn't a Mohican? Is that what you're saying? Oh shit. You mean Tom Hanks isn't actually retarded? Oh my God. Holy shit. You mean Robert Downey Jr.? wasn't actually black in Tropic Thunder? What the fuck? Are you telling me that actors are pretending to be other people? No fucking way. No way. You're blowing my fucking mind. My mind is absolutely blown. I'm blown.
Inconceivable!
You're blowing my fucking mind. Stop it. Stop it. I believe everything that I see. You tell me movies are fake? Don't you fucking...
Gonna look natural because that is not that person's natural state.
Stop it. Stop it. Are you telling me Johnny Depp wasn't a pirate either? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He's the worst pirate I've ever seen. Oh my God. As she's wearing makeup. You telling me you're telling me your eyelids are not actually neon green? That's what I'm fucking talking about, baby.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Yo, that was epic. Yo, yo. Yo, yo. That was a good one. That was a nice one. Oh. Are you joking? Just a Raven. Should I cold plunge with diarrhea? Should I cold plunge with diarrhea or not? Bro.
You switch the samples.
What? Oh. Is that a serious question? I mean, are you planning on shitting in the actual tub? Probably not a good idea if you're going to shit yourself in there. I mean, I would make sure you hydrate. What? All right. We got to do another video. We got to do one more. Let's see. This is my call. No, I'm not doing one from... Oh, this one's good. Kids are fatphobic. Ooh, this is a good one. Kids are fatphobic. Here we go.
What's in the box?
Kids are fatphobic. All right, here we go.
Okay, this is important.
Probably not. Okay, this is important. All right, so she's doing a green screen in the back. It's an article from the Daily Mail. It says it's from September 8th, so it was a couple days ago. And it says children as young as 5 perceive thinner people as happier and more attractive than overweight people, study finds. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You can go ahead and change their fucking gender. You can go ahead and give them gender reassignment surgery, but, you know, this isn't true. This is wrong. Yeah. Because people that are not morbidly obese are actually, in general, happier and healthier. Anyway, let's not worry too much about what kids are thinking. How about that? Let's just educate them, teach them math and how to build a fire and shit. Whatever. I'm just assuming she's going to be like, these are fatphobic kids.
Okay, this is important.
Nope.
Why do we have to deal with our own fat phobia?
Nope.
Because it's having an impact on our kids.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, you fucking idiot. Oh my God, you dumb.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
You dumb. Raven, I don't know if it worsens your diarrhea. I don't know. As long as you're not going to shit your brains out, I'm just following up on this question, like whether a cold plunge will make your diarrhea worsens. I don't know. I've never done an N=1 study of that. Okay. Let's see here. What was your say again?
Because it's having an impact on our kids.
Okay. Impact on our kids. No, here's the thing. Kids as young as 5, this is not impacting your kids. This is just natural. This is a natural response. It's a natural response to being like, whoa. It just shows that it's innate. It's innate to know that someone who's absolutely fucking huge is unhealthy. This is why you shouldn't be wearing masks and blocking facial expressions and isolating kids. This is why this growing generation from the last couple of years are going to be completely fucked when they're older. All right.
This isn't new. We've known this. There is an internalization of the thin ideal and a muscular body type as early as age 5.
Let me play that again so Dum Dum can learn something.
Muscular body type as early as age 5 is an internalization of the thin ideal and a muscular body type as early as age 5.
An internalization. You mean something natural? You mean it's probably ingrained that someone who is not obese is healthier? Are you telling me that this is just something that's innate in children or in human nature, that being obese is not good? You're kind of countering your own points. It's not fat phobia. It's just, laws of nature, survival of the fittest.
And this has always had an impact on our kids, but it's time to address it for real. It's 2022. Children as young as 5 pick up on cultural norms and believe.
Yeah, maybe the cultural norm of everyone being fat and sick. Most kids that are 4 or 5 haven't been ingrained with fat phobia. They just notice when someone's huge. It stands out. I want to tell you something. When I was little, I was like 3 or 4 or 5. We lived in New York City. I was born in New York City. And we were at some restaurant, and I was like a loudmouth little kid. I would like walk around and talk to people. I was very friendly and outgoing, right? So there was just like, my mom was like really embarrassed by this, but there was like really morbidly obese man, and I like pointed at him in the restaurant, and I was like, mommy, that man had too many sweets. And she like wanted to like sink into like the booth and just disappear. So I pointed at a really fat man. I was like, that man had too many sweets. And kids are just unfiltered. They know what's up. And that's a fact. That's true. That actually happened.
that a smaller body means a happier body. And this is true for all kids.
Smaller body, you mean a less fat body? A non-morbidly obese body is absolutely a healthier body. So fuck off.
Not just girls or those assigned female at birth. So yes, we can look to toys.
Hold on a second, you fuck. Hold on, let's go back.
Not just girls or those assigned female at birth.
No one's assigned female. It's what they are. They're females. They're girls. You're not assigned that. You have a vagina. You have a X chromosome, XX chromosome. You're a female. They're not assigned that. It's an observation. Oh, this is a female. So that's what they are. We're just going to make you. No, that's what they are. Boys, girls, done. We've been over this many times.
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
And this is true for all kids, not just girls or those assigned female at birth.
Girls or those assigned female at birth. This chick is, she is lost. She's lost the plot. She is disconnected from reality. You can tell by her haircut. That's a scary, scary face.
So yes, we can look to toys and dolls and media representation, and we can work on diversifying all of that. But we also have to consider how we are talking about bodies at home and how we are talking about weight.
Yeah, obesity is not healthy. If you eat too much cake, vegetable oils, and garbage and you don't exercise, yeah, you're going to look like that. I will absolutely tell my kids that, and they will see it firsthand. They will see all the people in this world that don't take care of their bodies. You know why? You can judge a book by its cover. You can see what people take care. You can see what people have done to their bodies. You can see who is healthy and who isn't. In most cases, just because you're skinny doesn't mean you don't have some sort of illness or disease or addictions. That's true too. Okay. But if you're obese, you're not healthy. Objectively, you're not healthy. If you are not obese, doesn't mean you're healthy either. Most people are not healthy. God damn it. This is awful. We'll finish it up.
Ways that we talk about our bodies, the ways that we talk about food have an impact. And if you have thin privilege like I do, it's really important that you are having conversations at home about diverse bodies. We have a responsibility.
Yeah. She's like, I have thin privilege. You have like anorexic privilege. You have, I need a steak privilege. You need to eat a steak. You look like you haven't had a meal in years. Take better care of yourself. Stop worrying about kids that are speaking facts. just because it offends your sensitivities and you're looking for brownie points from the small amount of followers that you have. You're not better than anyone. You're not actually compassionate. You just are looking for some kind of control in your life. Probably haven't had a period in years. You probably don't have any kids for sure. I'm sure you want some. You're going to regret it. So I would make sure you work on improving your personality, finding a mate. That way you can have a more fulfilled life. That would behoove you tremendously. Thank you for playing. All right.
Are you crying? Are you crying?
Shame.
There's no crying in baseball.
Shame.
Damn. Get some steak. Get some steak. Fam, let's give away today's Swole card. My goodness. That was brutal. That was rough. Hashtag SwoleSet for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's give away this beesh. And for those of you that are members and you missed yesterday's overtime segment and Thursday's roundtable, go and check those out inside Swole TV. Let's give this fucking Swole card away. Falcon, kick us. Painful. Swole Slut Saturday, beaches. Scroll. Scroll. Today's winner, Lupe Molina. Congratulations. Oh shit, in your avatar, you got the Toxic Muscularity shirt, some gorillas for you. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh my God, those videos were out of control. Lupe, congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2318 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email will get you that Swole card. Fantastic. Congratulations. We'll try to get that, hell yeah, Lupe. Send us that email. Congratulations, dude. We will try to fix that Facebook connection, but, follow on YouTube. And if you have not yet subscribed or left us a 5-star review for the greatest mancast in the realm, do so. It helps tremendously, and we're gonna keep on keeping on. We ain't stopping anytime soon. Thanks for being here, beaches. Love you. We'll take some soundboard requests. Drop those in the comments down below. I had a lot of emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Today was one big stream of emotional damage.
How dare you?
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Loud noises!
There are no more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
A jelly donut!
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Ooh, cake layer. Oh, we got that.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
That's fucking bullshit.
Beautiful retard, man.
I got you, fam. I got you.
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Antidepressants, good call.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
The Mancast.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives.
So per is a neo-pronoun that comes from the word person, which is why I really like him.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
Everyone's nipple has been blown off their tits on the stream. I don't know where your nipples are either. Ouch, cock. Here we go. All right, we fucking nailed it. We did it. Another man cast. Excellent. Oh, thank you so much for being here, fam. We'll see you tomorrow for 2319. Probably be a little bit earlier tomorrow, so make sure you're ready for that. We'll be texting you, so if you want those priority access alerts and never miss a single live stream, join the fam today, SwoleNormousX.com. You get access to all the private groups and X, Y, and Z with all memberships. Check out all the options over there, SwoleNormousX.com. And of course, go and check out the latest drops inside Swole TV for those of you that are members. We had the roundtable on Thursday, and we had the overtime segment yesterday, which were both awesome. So thank you so much for everyone that was there, and everyone for being here today for the live stream. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out, and share the stream. Leave us a review wherever you're listening, and we'll see you tomorrow for 2319. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my